School districts all around the state are now wrapping up their first quarter.
Now with COVID-19 cases surging, some are asking whether schools should close their doors. Fox 13's Aaron Cox spoke with an infectious disease specialist and one of the state's largest school districts about what the rest of the year could look like.
Some school districts claim the greater risk of getting COVID-19 comes from activities outside of the classroom, not within school. Well, one infectious disease specialist says COVID-19 does not distinguish between locations. In 1976, Dr. Jay Jacobson started his work with the University of Utah Hospital. As an infectious disease specialist, Dr. Jacobson has seen a few pandemics come and go.
I think the virus is not terribly different from other viruses we've seen.
School doors usually remain open during a flu pandemic, though Dr. Jacobson says there are similarities among viruses. One critical distinction with COVID-19 makes all the difference.
For influenza, we have a control measure, a vaccine. We don't have that for this disease.
Contact tracing and testing is critical, especially because having COVID-19 doesn't always mean you show symptoms.
This is the team that coordinates with the health department.
With a look behind the scenes at the Granite School District contact tracing team, it's their ability to notify students within hours of a positive test and exposure that keeps their COVID-19 percentage increase low.
This may sound strange, but on our contact tracing, we're finding that over 90% of the cases are coming from family and social circumstances off of school property.
As the third largest school district in the state, the Granite School District has about 63,000 students and 8,000 employees. Take out those who are taking online classes, and you still have about 58,000 students walking through the halls. On Utah's coronavirus website, Granite School District is considered third in total active cases. They have 182. But with their population size, the percentage is relatively low, 0.3%.
Where schools in the community do not live in separate worlds. And if we want schools to be the safest they can be, we want to drive rates down in the community.
Compare the Granite School District numbers with that of their Salt Lake County community. There are 1.16 million people living in Salt Lake County as of 2019, with 6,929 active COVID-19 cases as of Thursday. The percentage of the population with the virus currently is 0.6%.
It's not an absolute you should open or close, but you should certainly worry more about opening schools when community spread is very high.
The trend schools and communities really need to pay close attention to is the increase in COVID-19 cases spreading. Dr. Jacobson says the risk is relative. It's not necessarily constrained to the day-to-day count, rather circumstances, populations, and places. In Salt Lake County, Aaron Cox, Fox 13 News, Utah.